exciting did that look? What are we waiting for? Come on, let's get started. It's Tuesday, we're back in the studio with me, Krisgar the Entertainer. It means one thing and one thing alone, it must be tricks on a Tuesday. So I'm going to show you a trick with a piece of rope, which I first saw performed about 20 years ago plus by a guy named Sariko at a Haven holiday site. He was the entertainer down there at the time, and I was entering the talent competitions. He knew I loved magic, and I certainly loved this trick. So he very kindly photocopied the instructions for me, which I managed to learn the trick from, and I found those instructions not so long back. And I'm going to show you the trick now. And I'm in fact going to use some of the story that he used to perform it with. So once upon a time there lived a little girl who loved skipping, and here is her skipping rope. She used to skip all the time, and in fact she used to skip at school. And there was a school bully, like in many schools. And this school bully took her skipping rope, took the middle of her skipping rope and pulled it all the way up to the top. And out came his pair of scissors, and he cut her skipping rope in half. He then let the two ends dangle, and she cried because she had half a skipping rope. So she came over to me and said, "Krisgar, will you be able to help?" So I said, "Yes, of course I can. Don't worry, we can fix this." So I took the skipping rope and I tied a knot in it, which I thought that would be perfect. In fact, let's tie 2 knots, a double knot. There we go. So I showed her very happily that she's now got a fully restored skipping rope. And she cried, she said, "No, Mr. Krisgar, it's not very good because it's got 2 end bits on it. I keep tripping over." I think what she said is she was tripping over these long bits here. So I thought, I know, I'll get my pair of scissors and I shall cut those off. So there's bit number 1 and bit number 2, and I thought she will be more than happy with that. So I said, "There we go." She said, "No, Mr. Krisgar, unfortunately it's still got bits on it. I keep tripping over it." I think what she was trying to tell me is that she had a knot in the rope and she kept tripping over that. So don't worry, what I'll do is ask my friends to see if they can help me repair your skipping rope by magic. So I took the skipping rope and I folded it around my hand like this. And I thought I'll get all my friends to help me by saying the magic words. Would you be able to help me? When I say magic, could you say Krisgar? Here we go, are you ready? Magic, Krisgar! And then, when I unreeled the rope, she noticed that her skipping rope no longer was in 2 halves. In fact, it no longer had a knot in it. It was completely restored, and off she went skipping again. Wow, that was great! Well, I'm glad you liked it, Tricky Teddy. And if you liked it, please do share with your friends, like our pages, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll hopefully see you soon. See ya! Bye!